Hey there, hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas, your Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrated. I hope you had a great time with family and friends. We are in our final week of 2022, heading into 2023, and I am excited for the new year. Today, we're going to talk about the Denver December 2022 real estate market update. I get asked almost on a daily basis, hey Daryl, how's the market? So today I'm going to answer that question for you, and in fact, I'm going to answer it every month. So before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I come out with new content. So we're going to take a look at the key statistics that tell us how the real estate market is doing. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to make an informed decision as to whether or not it's a good time to buy, sell, or invest in the Denver Metropolitan region. All right, let's talk about inventory. I actually don't like the word inventory because it reminds me of a warehouse full of crap and products that are going to be sold. So I prefer the word supply. However, this is just personal preference. Inventory, supply, whatever it may be. It's the amount of homes that are available for purchase. Now in the month of December, inventory is still relatively low. Look, nobody likes to move when it's cold. Kids are still in school, although they've got, a 1 week, 2 week break or something like that. Businesses are wrapping up at the end of the year, so it's just not a great time for people to move. You never want to have to move when it's a blizzard outside or things like that. So it's a time of the year that typically is slow and people aren't really eager to sell their homes. So this results in low inventory. Now what this means is that there's fewer options out there, but it's not like there's nothing. You just have a little bit less to choose from currently. However, there is less competition right now, which is a positive thing for buyers. So while a lack of supply means that there is less to choose from, there's not going to be an all-out battle right now for the home of your choice. So let's take a look at the stats for the month of December. Look at this little cutie getting up on my lap. Say hi. All right, so in the month of December, we had 4,126 active listings for a month-over-month decrease by 18.6%. However, year over year, this was a 176% increase. So while inventory is low, we have way more homes on the market than we did at this time last year. Closed transactions in the month of December were 1,915. This represents a month-over-month decrease by 16% and a year-over-year decrease by 43%. All right, now let's take a look at what homes sold for. Did they sell for more or less than they were originally listed for? Did we see price increases? Did we see price decreases? What's the average home cost? Let's find out. Here are the stats. In the month of December, the average sold home price was just over $727,000. This is a 1.6% month-over-month decrease, so very small decrease. However, this represents a 3.8% year-over-year increase. All right, now this is a pretty good indicator that home prices are stabilizing. This may just indicate that we have some eager sellers in a notoriously slow time of the year, but we'll take a look at the statistics next month to see if the average home prices are increasing or decreasing. And if you want to know that information, please keep coming back. Come back and see me next month. So I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you're alerted every time I come out with new content. Percentage of closed transaction with reduced prices. This means that what the home was originally listed for didn't see a price reduction. So this is a big number here. The percentage of closed transactions with reduced prices was 52%. This is a month-over-month increase of 4.4% and a year-over-year increase of 27.2%. Listen up to this. This is another big one here. Percentage of homes closed for under listing price was over 58% in the month of December. That is a huge number. That's nearly 2/3 of homes selling for less than their original list price. This puts buyers in a very good position. That's a month-over-month increase of 5% and a year-over-year increase of 35%. Big numbers here. All right, so let's take a look at how long it's taking to sell a home. What's the pace of the market? How long are homes on the market for? Here are the stats. Average days on the market are 36. That's right, 36 days on market. That is a month-over-month increase of 20%. And get this, a year-over-year increase of 157%. So that means, buyers, listen up, you can most likely get the home you're looking at for under what it's currently listed. So now is the time to strike if you have the ability to do so. And may I remind you that last month I did predict an increase in the number of days homes would spend on the market. So it has gone up 6 days, which represents a month-over-month increase, as we discussed, of 20%. I expect that number to increase even more next month. Maybe we'll see it in the 40 to 45 days on market range, but let's check it out next month. Join me again for the market update. And I just want to say here, I also expect to see a bit more inventory come January as people make New Year's resolutions, such as moving to a new place, out of city, out of state, maybe even country. So people might be getting the bug to move on and, have a change of scenery and start a new life elsewhere. So I would think inventory would increase just a little bit in the month of January. So keep an eye out for that as well. All right, now let's talk a little bit about interest rates, the big scary word, interest. The average mortgage interest rate right now is about 6.7%, and this is nearly an 80% month-over-month increase, as well as an 80% year-over-year increase. So these are scary numbers to most people, and a contributing factor to why the market has slowed down so much, because people, feel as if they may have missed their opportunity when interest rates were super low, so they've backed off from the hopes of buying a home. And sellers, on the other hand, are seeing that they're not going to get as much for their home as they would have if they had sold during the pandemic. So we're seeing this affect the market in a way that has significantly slowed down the pace of transactions. But I want you to keep in mind that at 6.7%, interest rates are still at a historic low. So don't be afraid of interest rates, because you can always refinance. A lot of lenders will tell you, marry the home, date the rate. If you find a home that you love, go ahead and buy the home. You can always refinance later. And I'm sure you've all heard this.
Well, interest rates are up. Buy the house. If interest rates come back down, refinance.
Yeah.
But don't not buy waiting on interest rates to come down. Just refinance the mortgage if interest rates come down. This is the best time to buy a house in the next 5 years.
From everyone's favorite financial guru, Dave Ramsey. So to those waiting to buy until interest rates decrease, I'll say two things. One, we don't know if they will. Nobody can predict the future. Nobody has a crystal ball. So we cannot know for certain if or when interest rates will decrease. Two, low interest rates increase competition and therefore increase the price of the homes. So while you may save a little bit of money on your interest rate and your monthly mortgage payment, you will spend more on the home due to increased competition when interest rates drop. Next, let's talk about mortgage payments. Oftentimes, a huge concern in purchasing a new home is how much will it cost me per month. So currently, the average mortgage payment is $4,274. This is a month-over-month decrease of 3.6%. However, a year-over-year increase of 57.2%. Now, I know what you're thinking. Over $4,000 sounds like a lot of money to pay per month. However, if you've got a nice apartment downtown, 2 bedrooms or more, I mean, you're looking at pretty close to $4,000 per month anyway, and you're not building equity. So just keep that in mind. If you're renting a fancy baller apartment, it is probably in excess of $4,000 a month. So just keep that in mind, that rent is no longer cheap like it was in the 80s. You know, when my parents got their first mortgage, it was, 2 or 3 times more than what they were paying for rent. And, long gone are the days where, rent is about half of a mortgage. I mean, now apartments are expensive to rent. In addition, you often have to pay first month up front, last month up front. So renting is not cheap and you build no equity. So in conclusion, while we're not fully in a buyer's market, we are seeing more price reductions. We are seeing more days on the market. We are seeing a lot of indicators that buyers are in a better position to negotiate than they have been in probably the last 2.5 years. So I would say to buyers that now is the time to buy. Strike while the iron's hot. Don't wait until the spring months when there's going to be more competition. Maybe or maybe not. Interest rates will drop. Nobody knows. But don't wait for an atmosphere where there's high competition and you're in an all-out war to get the house of your dreams. Sellers, don't be discouraged. It's not a bad time to sell your home. The thing is calibrating expectations. For the last 2 years or so during the pandemic, homes were selling for more than they had sold in a long time. Sellers were getting top dollar. And I know it's not fun to hear this, but if you did not sell during the pandemic, that ship has probably sailed. So don't expect that you're going to get a ton over asking. In fact, I would err on the side of you're probably going to get less than asking. So just understand that if you price your home right, it will sell. And also, if you've lived in your home for more than 5 years, you've probably got a ton of equity in it. So sellers, it's not a bad time to sell, but look, if you don't have an emergency, if you don't have to move right now, I would say just don't be in a rush. Wait, if you can, for a time when there will be more competition and therefore you will get more for your home. So my advice to sellers is if you don't absolutely need to sell your home, stay put. Don't be in a rush. It'll put you in a better position to get more for your home later in the future. Now, if you are looking to buy, sell, invest, or relocate to anywhere in the world, I can help you out. My contact information will be in the description and at the end of this video. So I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know if you've enjoyed this video. If there's anything you'd like me to discuss, put it down in the comments. Feel free to ask questions. I'll reply to every comment I get. Hopefully you found value in this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell so that you're alerted every time I come out with new content. I'm Daryl Vaughn Realtor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.